Hello, hello. Welcome back to Spiritual Warrior Tarot. I'm here doing the April 2021 readings. This reading will be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a general read. It's not going to fit with everybody, so take what fits your situation, leave what does not. Don't get hung up on the gender of the cards, as we all have male and female energy within. And just remember that these readings are just for guidance. They're not, set in stone. They don't, predict the future or anything, but if your outcome is desirable, make sure you're taking the steps to make that come to fruition. And if it's not desirable, then you can certainly do what you need to do to change your course. We all have free will, so I just wanted to remind everybody of that. So Capricorn, as I was connecting to the energy and getting started, I basically saw a close-up of you. Like, I kind of make it a point to connect to the symbol of the sign. And so Capricorn is the sea goat. And I basically just saw a really up close and personal, like the eyes and the face really close, and almost like you were looking in a mirror. And I heard assessing who you really are. And what I was feeling was like maybe you've gone through some changes lately and you're kind of trying to anchor in to who it is that you really are now after all of the realizations and changes that you've gone through. So that's what I got, and we'll see if that correlates in any way. And because I could have just been for one person, but I was just really feeling like an energy of like really looking at yourself in the mirror and figuring out who it is that you are and who you've become and all of these changes that you've gone through, and really letting that soak in. So I will be doing the this is funny when this happens. It's like the cards don't want to come together. So I will be doing a card from an overall card from here for you guys, and then the journey readings with the Shadowscapes Tarot. So let's get started. Spirit, please give me a card for Capricorn for the month of April 2021. Capricorn, April 2021, please. Spirit, please give me a card for Capricorn, April 2021. So, we have the spirituality card for you, Capricorn. So this is the 7 of Air in this deck, and this card is all about figuring out what spirituality means for you. And this talks about how like you may have grown up in a certain religion, or your family had certain religious backgrounds, but this is kind of a time for you to do away with all of the things that you were told to believe, either from society or your religion or parents, and the beliefs that were put on you, and kind of assessing what they mean for you, and kind of really choosing what it is that you believe on your own and what feels right for you inside. And a lot of times I find that this comes out when people are really at a crossroads and they've like realized that they maybe don't agree with the things that they were taught or told to believe when they were growing up. So that tends to happen but this is also about researching things for your own to figure out if they're true for you or not. You see how he has the book in his hand right there, and he also goes within and kind of listens to his intuition. You see the third eye is open there, and he's really kind of taking it upon himself to figure out what it is that he believes without anybody kind of saying that's wrong or that's right. Especially people who are spiritual, it's way more freeing. And let me give you this visual. Religion is like a fish in a glass bowl, and spirituality is that bowl in the ocean and the fish in the ocean coming up to meet it. It's like religion puts you in a box. Spirituality is much wider and it's much more freeing. So there's that for you, Capricorn. Let's get started with your journey reading and see what comes out for you in the month of April 2021, Capricorn. Spirit, please give me a journey reading for Capricorn 2021. Okay. Spirit, please give me a journey reading for Capricorn of April 2021. Ooh, already had a card that fell out. We'll see if that comes out again. Spirit, please give me a journey reading for Capricorn April 2021. All right, so what we have for you at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn, we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is all about balance, but this is like going back and forth and juggling. The positive aspect of this is like juggling a lot of things for yourself and being in balance while you do so and being happy about it. But you know what I'm feeling with this is like you going back and forth between something, not really being able to choose or make a decision on something, or maybe you're kind of like, should I or shouldn't I? Or maybe it's just like your beliefs going back and forth with this, but we'll see what comes out as we continue. So, the first three cards are the leaving cards, and sometimes there are three specific things you're leaving as you set out on this journey. More often than not, this is actually just a story that I get. Then we have the why, a star leading you and lighting your path, the challenge, and then the outcome. And so the first card we have is the Tower, and this is all about change, really big changes, and it's really up to you whether it's a good change or a bad change. I mean, in terms of if you feel something in your life needs changing but you just ignore it, then it kind of becomes a bad like an undesired tower when the universe comes in and is like, well, if you're not going to change it, I'm going to change it for you. Or you kind of taking the time to change yourself. But what I was feeling with this is kind of like the rug was ripped out from beneath you, and maybe what you used to believe isn't true for you anymore. That's just kind of what I was feeling, almost like something has really taken you by surprise, Capricorn. If it wasn't a self-initiated tower. I mean, perhaps for some of you, you kind of got to a point where you're like, okay, these beliefs or whatever this is isn't working for me anymore, whether it's like a job or a person or a situation, way of thinking, acting, behaving, and you chose to change it for yourself. But what I'm feeling innately is you kind of being taken by surprise and like, whoa. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is a very serious energy, and this energy takes its time and takes deliberate steps to move forward. Sometimes the knight is depicted not even moving at all because it's so slow. You know, maybe there was something that was slow moving that you were wanting, and we'll get some clarifiers to see what this is. I mean, it feels like this could be a person for you. Maybe you are waiting on somebody and you're just deciding not to wait anymore, or you thought they were coming and it's just not happening. We'll see what the clarifiers say. And then here we have the Nine of Swords, and this is all about anxieties and fears and late nights not being able to sleep, and just a lot of worry. And he looks up in that cloud like this is impending doom, and like clutches the sword because he's afraid and of what is to come, basically. It feels like you were waiting for something and it just didn't come, and you're just like, or you're just really worried that it's not coming, or I really need to get some clarifiers on these, because I can't quite pinpoint if this is like you or somebody around you. But definitely something's changing for you, Capricorn. I can say that with complete confidence that something is definitely changing for you. And with this here, the beliefs and the swords, and then this here, maybe that's what you're leaving behind, is this like really worried, anxious energy. The why you're being led down this journey, we have the 10 of Cups. So could be a relationship, but this in general is just happiness and contentment on every level. It's like prosperity, happy relationships, happy family, and happy career, and all of that. Like it's general happiness and contentment on a really high level, along with prosperity as well. And I'm really getting that you guys need to hear something. I haven't really been guided to read any of these. This is the first one. This is the 10 of Cups is the final attainment of serenity and peace. Success and happiness have been granted at last, an all-encompassing emotional contentment, not just a physical or material pleasure. Family support and bonds are important to being able to enjoy the blessings of life. So, put that where it fits for you. Excuse me. And then the next card we have is the star, or the light in the lantern, leading you down this journey. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. And so this to me is like, well, this is balance, but I'm feeling like maybe, this is what is leading you down this is balance for yourself, Capricorn, but in a way that makes you feel really stable and supported. So you see he's on that on this I don't know what you would want to call it there, but he's up on there, and I'm I can't grasp the word right now, but he's up there playing music, and he's giving, and then as he gives, this little plant comes up and allows him to receive as well. So maybe you've been feeling like you weren't receiving as much as you've been giving out, and you didn't feel really supported. And I feel like that's what is leading you down this journey, is balance and feeling really supported, and like you're getting back as much as you're giving out. Especially with you being in earth energy, maybe you've been feeling a little bit out of your element and not so stable. And the card that I did see that popped out earlier, it didn't come out again, but was the 10 of Pentacles, and that is like very strong, stable foundation. So maybe there's some correlation in there. Then we have the challenge for you, and this is the King of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sag, this is fire energy. If you're dealing with somebody, but because I do see, the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, so maybe some of you are dealing with somebody here, but this to me is kind of saying that the challenge for you is going to be to really step up and take charge of whatever it is that you're wanting, because this energy is very confident and passionate, and will take those action steps to get closer to the goal that he's wanting. And again, not gender specific, just saying he, because this is the King card. But I'm just feeling that maybe you need a little boost and confidence, and going forward, this might be your challenge, is to really stand your ground and really go after what it is that you want with really strong passion and confidence. The last card that we have is the destination, or the outcome, and we have Judgment. So this is about your guides and angels and spirit kind of calling you to stand up and allow yourself to be rebirthed. So I'm seeing the correlation to here and to what I was feeling in the meditation, like a new you has emerged almost, or is about to emerge, and it's really going to have you, assessing who you really are now. Maybe your beliefs have changed about something, or maybe you've gone through a relationship that has really like taken its toll on you, and it's time for you to it's like made you realize something about yourself that you didn't know before, and now you're kind of hearing this call to really rebirth yourself and come into like new ideas and a new type of energy. And we are in the astrological new year. This is Aries season, so a lot of that generally. So let's see. Spirit, why is the tower here? Oh, the Two of Pentacles is poking out there again. Anything else, Tower? No, Tower. Where's that? Just bear with me a moment. I know it's in here. Just gotta find where it is. Oh, here we go. Wow. Okay, so this looks like good change. We have the King of Wands is here again, so now he's here twice. Maybe you're dealing with somebody. Maybe you're in a relationship with somebody. Let's see what else comes out. We have the Knave or Page of Wands, so this is about taking action. I mean, sometimes this is about action is needed and you're not taking it, or you're ready to take action. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, so more Pentacles energy for you, Capricorn. And what I'm feeling with this Tower is that maybe you're coming into an energy where you're seeing you want to or need to step up in your life. Or maybe this is just you coming into a new energy where you're ready to take control of your life and your energies, because that's what this King of Wands does. He's in control of his energies, and he directs his energy very powerfully in one direction to get the outcome or the goal that he wants, and then takes action towards it. And I'm seeing that your foundation has really been shaken here, especially with the Tower. I feel like your foundation has been shaken, and now you're ready to come into a new, stable, different type of foundation that is going to be really successful. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Flew right out. I thought I saw another one, so maybe not. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have the Emperor here clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, and what I'm feeling is that maybe you were in an energy of kind of really slow moving energy and not really knowing which way to go, or just, maybe with winter just ending and now spring is here, maybe during winter you were kind of moving really slow and kind of taking stock of everything around you. And then we have the Emperor here, so this shows me that someone's ready to take control of their life and really step up in a powerful way and make the moves that you need to make. Why is the Knight of Swords? Someone we'll try one more time. Spirit, why is the Knight of Swords here? Please, Knight of Swords. Anything else? Knight of Swords. Oh, I saw that at the bottom earlier. Okay. Okay, so I see. I'm seeing that the anxiousness and the worry was really about making a decision to make a move on something. This is the Two of Wands. This is really, this is like my should I stay or should I go card, because this is about somebody who has something they want to do, and they're not really sure if they should actually take the risk and do it. And he's standing here with the world in his hand, and one of these wands is attached to the building and the other one is not. So that is representative of like he is trying to decide, should he stay in one place where he's at, or should he move on, take this risk, go on this adventure, and really go after what it is that he is trying to attain for himself. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn. So this is all about being independent and being kind of like this is like an entrepreneur energy. So maybe some of you are contemplating on taking action on a business, or maybe just being single, because this is the single type of energy. This is somebody who is very independent and can really support and what's the word? They can support and provide for themselves. They don't need anybody to. Not that you don't need help from people, or not that you don't want anything from other people, but this is like you not needing somebody else's support to provide for yourself. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe you were in a job or in a situation where you were there for a really long time and you're like, wow, this isn't working for me anymore. I got to do something new, especially with like King of Wands here twice in the Emperor, and you have to take control and then you have to make a move. With the Two of Wands here, it's like you're kind of deciding, should I make this move or should I not? And with the Nine of Pentacles paired with it, I feel like it has to do with like maybe a business, starting a business, or maybe just being single, you know, because this is the single independent entrepreneur type, I can provide for myself type of energy. So very interesting, because the Ten of Cups is here. So let's see. Maybe this Ten of Cups is just pure happiness. It might not necessarily be a relationship, but why is this here as the Ten of Cups? Wow, oh my God. So I was kind of thinking something while I was shuffling. You know, Capricorn is sometimes can be a little stubborn. Not famously like the bull, but Capricorns tend to be very in their ways, like stuck in their own ways sometimes. And then I see the, excuse me, and wow. So I saw the Hangman, and I was going to say there's your, like, the stagnant, staying, not moving energy. And then we have the Hierophant, which is all about beliefs and traditions. So I had a lot of things fall out here, so let's see what happens. Wow. Okay, so we have, just give me just a moment here. Okay, so Capricorn, what we have is we have a little story for you. We got the Moon, fears, anxieties, unknowns, and then we have the Nine of Wands. So this is about holding on really tight, and usually about like perseverance and not giving up. And then we have the Five of Swords here, the Six of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles and Strength. So I'm just going to give it to you. what I'm kind of seeing and feeling with this whole thing here is that maybe you were in a place where you were feeling a little, I mean, especially with the Nine of Wands also, like fearing making a change maybe, because with the moon here, it's like this guy is about to enter into this dark space and he's a little afraid, but the moon says, don't be afraid of this unknown place. This is your subconscious, and I will illuminate the shadows that you are afraid of so you can kind of realize what's going on up here. And then we have this, and what I'm feeling from this is like you kind of feeling like you maybe are sick and tired of holding on to the old things or whatever it is that you've been holding on to for such a long time. Because then here with the Five of Swords, this is kind of like a fight. This is like a battle. I mean, with this guy with the two swords and the two people running away in the background, it's kind of saying you can win this fight of your fear, basically, is what I'm feeling. And like you feeling like you want to give up. And like I feel like this is you like fighting off your own shadows, or maybe it's just you fighting off the things that you've recently realized you don't want in your life anymore. And then we have the Six of Swords, and this is about moving away into easier, smoother time, better times, maybe with another person here. But then we have another Pentacles card, and here's the Eight of Pentacles. This is about work and fixing things, working with your hands. And then we have Strength, the Leo card. Obviously, I don't really need to explain what strength means, but I feel like what this is saying is you're going from a place of fear, unknowns, not really knowing if you should give something up or not, and then you kind of win that fight and you start to sail into better times. And I just feel like there's like a work situation here, a career situation, and then you come into better times, and then, you know, strength with whatever decision that you decide to make and whatever it is that you decide to work on and go after. And I feel like that's why the Ten of Cups is here. They're saying like, we're leading you out of this darkness. I mean, look at this. You're basically going from this fear and anxiety and this darkness to this beautiful, light, strong energy where you're so full of happiness and love and strength and just like full knowing of who you are. That's what I really heard really loudly. And that goes back to, again, what I saw in my meditation, like really coming into full realization and assessing who you were, how things have changed for you, and who you are now. Anything else? Anything else? Wow, that flipped and went back in. I just want to see what the other one behind it was. Okay. You almost came out there. The Devil card wanted to flip out, but it went right back in. Alright, I'm not going to go through the whole deck again. Okay, so this has been here. I've seen this a few times. Temperance, this is a Sagittarius card, but healing, going with the flow, and coming into balance. So with the Six of Pentacles, the light leading you down this journey, I was also feeling sometimes this is like receiving monetary gains, like receiving money. But what came out, more Pentacles, Capricorn, you're definitely in your energy. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is like maybe you've been waiting for something to yield returns to you, because this is about putting in the work and waiting for your work to pay off and for things to come back to you after that. So again, I feel like where you were kind of feeling like maybe out of balance, it's kind of like you're going to be able to put in the work and then get your results and be rewarded for them, especially with it pairing with the Six of Pentacles. What is the King of Wands here for Capricorn? What is this challenge to the spirit? This is the challenge. So, Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom, but what came out for the King of Wands is the Queen of Cups. And so this is a very emotional energy, expresses emotions. This is intuitive energy. And so I feel like maybe this is kind of saying like, go into your intuition. You know, if you're kind of sitting here like, what is it that I'm really passionate about? What is it that I really want to stand up and go after? If you're having a hard time with that, really feel into your heart, feel into your intuition, and it'll tell you what it is. And, you know, because the Queen of Cups is such a emotional, intuitive energy that she listens to her heart and then she expresses with that heart and expresses what's in there. I feel like there's something more that wants to come out here, so let's see. Is there anything else? Spirit would you is there anything else? Anything else? Okay, so nothing else wanted to come out there. But I do see that victory will be here for you once you're able to feel into your heart, listen to your intuition, and let it tell you what it is that you are passionate about and what it is you want to go after, especially with all these pentacles feeling like something to do with career and maybe a job. You know, maybe this is just you really needing to listen to your heart and your intuition so that you can have the strength to really put forth the effort towards whatever it is that you want. Because the King of Wands is somebody who is like, this is my goal, this is my project, I'm doing it without any kind of fear. Why is judgment here? Is the outcome, please? Why is judgment here? Wow. 9 of Cups is at the bottom. Wish fulfillment coming in for you, Capricorn. Wow. Wow. Okay, so with judgment being your outcome, your destination, this is hear the call, stand up, allow yourself to be renewed. That Hierophant definitely wanted to come out. Renew your beliefs. Your beliefs really need to be looked at, especially if this is a project that you're scared to go after, if in terms of career. Really look at your beliefs with this here and with this here. This is challenging you to really assess what it is that you believe about yourself and who you think you are. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is just letting me know that once you listen to your intuition and you hear the call to be renewed and you check your beliefs and you kind of check who it is that you've become and who you really are, and you let go of past attachments to what you've believed or who people told you who you are or who you've been in the past. Once you allow this to happen, it's going to bring you good luck and good fortune. This is the wheel turning, and I'm also feeling like it's saying it's now time. This is divine timing, the wheel here. That's divine time turning for you. So this is like what I'm feeling is like it's kind of saying check your beliefs, because you're not who you've been and you're not who you think that you are. You're much more than that, and it's now time. It's time to check that, because there's much better things on the horizon for you, especially with this Ace of Pentacles here. So these are your messages for April 2021, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful. In general, what I'm feeling is there's definitely a need for you to renew your beliefs and really check who you think that you are and like who you've been in the past. And does that align with what you believe and what you've learned and who you are now? And maybe make those changes accordingly. And if this is like a project or something or a new career you're trying to go after, because you think you're going to be happier. I think you're right, you know, especially with, we have the Emperor and then the King of Wands twice. So I'm definitely seeing, you know, and strength. That's a lot of fire energy, like go for it, you know, and really stand in your own power. Because sometimes when we realize, oh, I wasn't that, or that's not who I want to be anymore because my beliefs have changed, we really have to stand in our power, because sometimes people around us will, you know, maybe give us a hard time with that. I can speak from experience. People don't always, some people will be very supportive of your change, and that's how you know who's really there for you unconditionally. But some people won't really like who you've become if they are used to you being one way. You know, don't let that stop you from changing, Capricorn, okay? Because there's a lot of really great things for you here. You know, so much really good things here for you. And this especially. So those are your messages. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know down below if this resonated with you, and if it did not, check your birth chart for other signs. And I will see you soon, Capricorn. Take care.